Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Danielle from Whitetail Stitch Co, where I talk about everything knitting and crochet, and today I wanted to share a new fantasy crochet release, which is an amigurumi pattern book by Atomic Crochet called Fantasy Crochet Creatures. And this just came out, I think last week or the week before, so it's brand new, and it's by a very popular crochet maker, Kensey Davis of Atomic Crochet on Instagram. You may know her, she's blown up recently with her egg patterns, and she does fantastic work. So I wanted to go through this book with you today and just go through like a high level of what it contains, all the patterns. There's a lot of great stuff in here and very unique patterns, so let's go ahead and get into it. So let's go ahead and start with the cover, I think. So again, this is Fantasy Crochet Creatures by Kensey Davis of Atomic Crochet on Instagram and also on YouTube here. And this book has 28 easy patterns for chunky friends from distant realms. So a lot of creative fantasy creatures here that you won't find in many other pattern books. And so this is the front. And then the back has some blurbs by other well-known creators like Jenna, Crochet Grove's Annabelle, and Cable and Canvas. So it says, let's see, mythical creatures, 28 creatures, interchangeable pattern accessories, customization options, sure to inspire crafters of all levels. So yeah, so that is the back cover here. And going ahead and getting into the book, we have, I mean, the picture quality is fantastic. I will say that first of all. Here she is with her family. So the contents we have here, it's separated into a few different categories. We have fabled flyers, so flying creatures, storied scales, looks like sea-based creatures, fantastical furry friends, again, furry creatures, forest dwellers, build-a-beast, so customizable beast pattern, and then mythical mamas, so going back to the egg child mama style patterns. And then, oh my gosh, so yeah, you see the picture quality is fantastic. And this is a great example of all the patterns in here. So you see a mixture of the, let's see, the forest style with the little mushroom guy. You see some mermaid style creatures in Loch Ness, or the scales, the sea-based creatures. There is furry, so I guess that's a Bigfoot or something like that. So a lot of really creative, and there's the flying one there too. Just a lot of really creative pattern options in this book. So then they go into the materials. So they also use, like me, Premier Parfait Chunky, so hence the Chunky Friends, I believe. And they also recommend the Little Bunny Premier for the furry yarn option. And they just go through different hooks and beginner-friendly tutorials on sewing, pins, things like that. Pattern notes are next, and abbreviations, and then another great picture here of all the different creatures you can make. I don't want to spoil too much, so they go into skill levels, so how they define different skill levels in terms of color changes and sewing techniques, and shaping is basically how they're separating things out. So they have beginner, intermediate, and advanced options for different patterns. So you see here, some of the patterns are a little bit more beginner friendly, would be these top ones. The intermediate here have more color changes, special stitches, and then they have advanced on the bottom here, which are just a little bit more complex. So lots of good options as well. And then they have techniques, so color changes, bobble stitches, different stitch options. Yeah, so I think I'll just show you a couple of the different creatures just as a preview. Of course, you saw most of them in this picture again up here, but we'll go through a couple. So this is the start of the Fabled Flyers section. So it looks like some kind of griffin thing. There's a lot of different customization options too, so little accessories also with some of these guys. And of course you can customize the color and the gauge. Some unexpected ones in here too I wouldn't have thought of, which is really cool to see. Storied scale section, Looks like that to start. So sea-based creatures again. We've got some kind of kraken thing, a mer person of some type, maybe some kind of serpent thing. The furry creatures are adorable. This is probably the section I would be inclined to start with, but I'm also inclined towards sea creatures, so they're all so cute. Okay, I will just show you this little guy here, the kitsune. Super adorable. Lots of tails, of course, if you've seen Nine-Tailed Fox sort of thing. The forest dwellers is next. This cute little accessory bag. If you follow Atomic Crochet on Instagram, you've probably seen her posting a lot about these, and you can get a lot of good ideas because she's been posting also different combinations and previews of what people have been making from her book. So that's really good. If you want to follow her on Instagram, I'd recommend that too. I followed her since actually before she blew up more, and she's just a great person also. So besides having fantastic quality work, so I'm so happy for her with this book. And then we have the Build a Beast section. So here she goes into different combinations of different pieces of different patterns you can use together. So you can mix and match like the body, the extremities or the legs, the arms, different accessories, ears, wings, things like that. So you can really make this your own. And this is a really fun activity. I saw she was posting people having their kids or their friends pick out like different pieces that they want, and then you can just make your beast for them to have a really custom crochet plushie option, which is really cute. And then she has some examples of doing that in this section as well. Let's get past that. And then the last section is the mythical mamas. So this is what I was talking about, where it's got the little egg, little baby creatures, and then the mama creatures. So super, super adorable. Honestly, all of these are really great. And the quality on this book, like I'm a bit of a, I get fixed on paper feeling and like images and stuff. So I think the quality of this book is really, really nice. And I will definitely be making some patterns from this. Again, here's another picture at the back. Yeah, so, and then the index, of course. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a quick preview of this book that just released by Kensey Davis of Atomic Crochet. This was not sponsored. I purchased this book on my own to support her, and also because, like I said, her work is fantastic. So I highly recommend this book. I'll put a link in the description if you do want to check it out for yourself. And I hope you enjoyed this flip through and found it helpful. Again, the quality on this book is really fantastic. So I'm happy to go into it more or dive into it. If you have questions in the comments, feel free to leave a comment for me to look at. And I hope you have a wonderful day.